what business skills are core and important. Because I think the mistake is, again, with the kind of world we live in right now, it's someone goes, oh, I love what Cody's saying. I get it. I'm going to go buy vending machines. And then all of a sudden you got a garage full of like 20 vending machines and you don't know what to do with them because you don't understand business. So what core business skills are needed and what should we be developing in order to run any of these businesses? How much industry knowledge do we need?
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, first of all, what I would think about is there's two different things we need to know in buying businesses or growing businesses. And the first thing is you've got to learn how to do deal making and how to actually speak the language of money, which is what we talk about in the book, before you buy a business. So please don't just hear me and go buy a business. Read the book or go to our free newsletter online, but spend a decent amount of upfront time learning. I promise you'll make more money that way. You know, I kind of think about sometimes people go, well, why don't I use X amount of dollars I have instead of learning, just buying the business? And I go, does that ever work out well where we like don't know what we're doing, but we plow a bunch of money into it because we want to just go do the thing? It doesn't work out. So spend your time learning how to execute first. Now, that said, I really think there's just 3 key skills that we need to learn to grow a business. The first one is deal making. We got to understand how to do a deal. The second one is really a mixture of grit and endurance. So it's actually not tactics. It's how hard am I willing to work? What am I willing to sacrifice for the things that I want? And for how long am I willing to do that? And so Angela Duckworth, famously, University of Pennsylvania, popularized grit as the most important thing to measure success. So it's basically like, how much pain can you tolerate? And if you can tolerate a lot of pain, turns out you have a higher likelihood of making money. Business is really just like elongated periods of low-level pain.